Hi everyone, this is a practice problem lesson for medical terminology based on the basics lesson 1 and to some extent lesson 2. So we're going to go through about 21 practice problems where we break down the word, and we'll also flip it later on in this lesson to having the description of a condition and then trying to build the word from the description. So we'll change up how we do practice problems later. For the first medical term that we're going to look at and try to break down is the term hepatomegaly. So again, we're going to break it down. We're going to look at the first part of the word. So we can see the root of this word is hepato, and hepato refers to the liver. So you can think of hepatic failure or liver failure. And the suffix megaly refers to enlargement. So if we put this together, hepatomegaly is enlarged liver. So it's a condition of having a larger liver size than appropriate. The second medical term is nephrectomy. So again, we're going to look at the first part of the word, neph. So this is a root that indicates kidney. So you can think of a nephrologist, a doctor who specializes in kidney health. And then we're going to look at the suffix. The suffix is ectomy, and ectomy means excision or removal. So if we put this together, nephrectomy means a surgical excision or removal of a kidney. The third term is bradycardia. So again, we're going to look at the first part of the word, brady, which refers to slow. Card or cardio refers to the heart. So again, cardiologist, a doctor who specializes in heart health, or even a cardio exercise, you're trying to raise your heart rate. And the suffix ia is a suffix meaning abnormal condition. So again, we put this all together. Bradycardia is a condition of having a slow heart rate, and more specifically, it is having a heart rate less than 60 beats per minute. The next practice problem we're going to look at is hyperglycemia. So you might have heard of this term before, but let's break it down for practice. So the prefix hyper refers to above normal. Glyc or glyce refers to glucose, and emia is a suffix specifically related to a blood condition. So if we put this all together, hyperglycemia is a blood condition involving above normal levels of glucose. The next practice problem is osteoarthritis. So again, we start breaking it down. This root is osteo. So osteo refers to bone. So you might have heard of conditions like osteoporosis. Arth refers to a joint, and itis is an inflammation. So if we put this all together, osteoarthritis is an inflammation of bone joint or bone joints. So osteoarthritis more specifically is a condition that is due to wear and tear. So we can often see it in the knees or hands as well. The next practice problem is hypokalemia. So again, we break it down. The prefix hypo refers to below normal, so it's going to be the opposite of hyper. So you might have heard of a hypodermic needle. So hypodermic refers to going under the skin. Derm refers to the skin. The next part of this word is cal, which refers to potassium. And we've seen this suffix before, emia. Emia refers to a blood condition. So if we put this all together, hypokalemia is a blood condition involving below normal levels of potassium. The next practice problem is dermatitis. So derm or dermato refers to the skin. So we just talked about our example hypodermic needle. So again, derm or dermato refers to the skin. You might have again heard of words like dermatologist, a doctor that specializes in skin health. And then the suffix itis again refers to inflammation. So again, we put this all together. Dermatitis is inflammation of the skin. Another medical term that is going to be very common is leukocytosis. So leuco refers to the color white. Cyte refers to cell, and the suffix osis is an abnormal condition. So again, we put this all together. Leukocytosis is a condition involving high levels of white blood cells. So you might not get it exactly from this medical term, but in fact, leukocytosis means that. It means a condition involving high levels, specifically high levels of white blood cells, or leukocytes. The next practice problem is cardiomegaly. So we were just talking about these particular parts of this medical term in other medical terms, so we'll just go over this for practice. So cardio, again, refers to the heart. And megaly, what does that refer to? Well, that actually refers to, again, enlargement. So cardiomegaly is a medical term that means an enlarged heart. So it's a condition of having an enlarged heart. Another medical term for practice is pathology. So if we break this word down, path refers to disease, and the suffix ology means study of. So we put this all together. Pathology means a study of disease. The next practice problem is hypernatremia. So again, we've seen this part of the word before, this prefix hyper, which means above normal. Now, do you know what this means, nat or natra? Well, this actually means sodium. And we've seen this a couple of times before. This suffix emia refers to a blood condition. So again, we put this all together. Hypernatremia is a blood condition involving above normal levels of sodium. The next practice problem is thrombocytopenia. So thrombo refers to a clot or clotting. So a thrombus is a clot. Cyte or cyto, we've come across this before. This means cell. And penia, this is a new one for us in this lesson. Penia is decreased or low or below. So if we put this all together, thrombocytopenia means a low platelet count. So now we're going to switch it up a little bit. So we're going to start with the description of medical term and then try to build the medical term from that description. So the first description we're going to look at is inflammation of the bladder. So what do you think might be the medical term that refers to inflammation of the bladder? So you might know the suffix for inflammation, but we'll start from the beginning of the word. So the first part is going to be cyst. This actually refers to the bladder. And you may already know this suffix because we've talked about it in this lesson. Inflammation is the suffix itis. So inflammation of the bladder is cystitis. So this is something we can get with a UTI, for instance. The next description we'll look at is low or below normal blood pressure. So what do you think the medical term is for this particular description? So again, we're going to start off from left to right. So low or below normal is hypo. We talked about that before. Now, what is the part of the word for blood pressure? Well, it's actually tension. So low or below normal blood pressure is hypotension. The next description is study of nerves or study of the nervous system. So what do you think the first part of the word might be? The first part of the word is ner or neuro, which refers to a nerve, and study of is ology. So a study of nerves or study of the nervous system is the medical term neurology. The next description we'll look at is too fast respiratory rate. So what do you think the medical term is for this particular description? The first part of the word is tachy. So this is going to be the opposite of Brady. So tachy means fast or too fast. And the part of the word that refers to respiratory rate is this pnea part of the word. So this refers to breath. You can think of pneumonia. So it's related to this part of the word. Not exactly, but it's related. So tachypnea is going to be a condition where we have too fast of a respiratory rate. And more specifically, it's where we have a respiratory rate generally greater than 20 breaths per minute. The next description we will look at is an abnormal condition of having below normal levels of oxygen. So what do you think that the medical term is for this? So we're going to start off with the first part of the word, hype, more specifically hypo. So that's going to be below normal. And for oxygen, we're going to put this here, ox, which refers to oxygen, or ox or oxy. And ia, I-A, is going to be the suffix meaning abnormal condition. So this is what the medical term is for abnormal condition of having below normal levels of oxygen, hypoxia. And this is going to be more specifically where we have low levels of oxygen in tissues, whereas if we have low levels of oxygen in the bloodstream, we refer to that as hypoxemia. So that's a slight difference here. The next description is disease of muscle or disease of muscles, plural. So what do you think the medical term is for this description? Well, we're going to start off with the first part of the word, myo, and myo refers to muscle. And the suffix here, pathy refers to disease. We talked about patho, but pathy can also refer to disease as well. So myopathy is a disease of a muscle or a disease of muscles. The next description for a medical term we're going to look at is inflammation of the liver. So what do you think the medical term is for this? So again, we're going to start off with the organ here. So liver is hepat or hepato. And then we know the suffix for inflammation is itis. So hepatitis is an inflammation of the liver. The next one here is a tumor of a bone or a growth of a bone. So we start off with the bone part here. So ost or osteo refers to bone. And this part of this description, tumor, is the suffix oma. So oma is a suffix referring to growth or tumor. So osteoma is a bone tumor or bone growth. And then the last problem is this description of the medical term, process of recording electrical activity of the heart. What do you think the medical term is for this? So we see this electrical activity. So this is electro. So electro or electra refers to electrical activity. We talked about the heart being the root cardio or cardi, which again can be found in cardiac or cardiomyopathy, etc. And the last part of this word, this process of recording, is the suffix graphy. Graphy is a process of recording. So electrocardiography is the process of recording electrical activity of the heart. Please check out my other medical terminology lessons to continue this course. If you want to check out some more advanced problems, check out my medical terminology advanced practice problem lessons. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more lessons like this one. Please also consider joining as a member for members only content. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you again soon.